your eyes. Now I'm mortified and still terrorized. Push me behind to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna rub me up, I'm holding back. Trying to get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue, and yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be.
Just doesn't add up, does it?
I find you there.
Do you want to jump over into that record chat? It's a record chat that you made, isn't it? Yeah, but the recording one is the one where you and me are the only ones that can jump into it. I'll meet you in that one then. I don't want everyone jumping into the other one, because George will jump in. Might switch over like halfway through the stream or something. 5.
I'm so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I wanna do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming in silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone, or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. Yeah, yeah. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me. Anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there. Winter's here, the snow is falling on our car as we drive for miles to that little town called home. Tinsel hangs from every corner of the house, and Christmas lights shine bright through the cold evening fog. And I hear sleigh bells bouncing off the houses, the church choir sings aloud. I feel my heart melt when you walk through those doors for Christmas. You're all I want. Yeah, all I wanted was you. All I wanted was you. Christmas cheer and drinks with friends we haven't seen for a while. Since I've been to that little town called home. Pine tree dressed up with every ornament we got, and stockings hung with overflowing from the top. And I hear sleigh bells bouncing off the halls as the church choir sings along. Feel my heart melt when you walk through those doors. For Christmas, you're all I want. All I wanted was you. 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 And I hear sleigh bells. All I wanted was you. Feel my heart melt. All I wanted was you. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. around your soul with no control. You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend, you get me till at the end. At the end. Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend, you get me till at the On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold so pure, divine. And I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire, 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 it's starfire, starfire.
Trying to render it for the past week, and it's just had none of it. But once it's sorted itself out, it will be a good video. I will try and get some others in between, and I'll just use another format because the video's already edited and everything. So I don't want to just continue focusing on that when I've got other stuff I can throw out there. But guys, welcome. Today is literally just a chatting stream. I'm here with Grand Gamer Lou, and I'm just gonna mess around some Minecraft in the background.
And I'm going to lose all my tools
we talk it
because
up,
I
guys.
exploded.
Oh Vic, welcome back. It wouldn't be a stream if I didn't forget sound.
See,
Hey, guys.
there you go, just like old times.
It's like old times. Lou, can you say something a sec?
Hello, it is me, Sir Luby. Oh yeah,
Grandest of games.
I promoted myself to Sir, just randomly because
Sir.
I decided why not.
What did you yourself to Sir?
Yeah.
So you're no longer Grand, you've downgraded to Sir.
Oh no, I'm Sir Grand Gamer.
Sir Grand Gamer.
Yeah.
Sir Grandiose Gamer. Anyway guys, since you didn't hear that, thank you for pointing out the audio, that's great, for once. It's been a while, so I'm still, well, let's face it, I'm still in old habits apparently, because I keep everything on mute.
Just everything
Audio.
breaks.
Right, everything is on, thank God. But guys, fingers crossed, and hope we have some good luck that we have a good stream today. And I hope I can get back to it. It'll be the last one for this week because it's Sunday and it's Mother's Day, so it'll only be a short 2-hour one. This is basically just a test to see if everything stays as it should be. It fucking should. I can't iterate this enough. It fucking should. They have tried everything, to be fair. Short of buying a 200 quid router with dual quad hex, a hectacore. To think then, I forgot my yeah, words, things, stuff.
Imagination sensors.
Yes, sentences, words, things. Je ne sais quoi.
Les purs.
Des baguettes, croissant.
Je suis croissant. Les pour la baguette.
As much French as I know. Apparently, Lou's fluent.
Je suis
Oh,
ma belle.
comment allez-vous? I don't even know what that means. I just remember it.
Allez-vous avec moi?
Ce soir.
Je suis croissant. That's enough garble.
Anyway,
French
guys.
for one day.
It's me learning something new. Yeah. So today's just chatting stream. I would love to know how you guys are. Also, Vicky, happy Mother's Day, and shout out to my queen, Kate. Happy Mother's Day. You're a great mother, and I hope you enjoy the bottle of wine. I know I did.
I hope you enjoy the
I
wine.
had a little bit. It's really nice wine, to be fair.
Yeah.
Say really nice.
or
I don't
just wine?
mean it's absolutely expensive. It was only like £3 more than a usual wine, but like I thought I'd treat it and get something instead of it being like £2. I thought I'd treat it to something like £6 instead. It's like a rosé, and we usually get Grove Manor Summer Fruits because it's usually on sale, and you can get like a good 5 bottles for a tenner. So it lasts. Say it lasts.
See,
If I'm not drinking it, it lasts.
Vic
So,
gets it.
because I do drink wine as well.
I said,
I'm not.
go on.
I'm not touching that bottle. I've had a sip. I've had a taste. I'll probably buy myself one later on in a week or something, or next month or some shit. But I've currently got myself a French beer. which is still in the fridge, so I technically haven't got it. So speaking of the French, I shall be right back. I say I'll be right back. I'm literally...
You're not even getting out of your chair to go anywhere.
I need to figure out a better way for this.
I keep telling you to turn your fridge door around.
There we go. I have mine sorted out. I love the bottle. I just love the bottle of these things. They make me feel like I'm down in a big bottle of spirits. Because, like it's... Look at my head.
The youth days.
Which is always nice when you're having a drink. You usually want it to be bigger than your head. Also, guys, we might have some other sound issues later on. Because I've just recently got Opera GX running. They're just fairly good. That's how Lou is talking to you right now as well.
Hello.
They've got these like little widgets and things.
Right,
So I'm using Opera GX to sort of
that.
lower the CPU usage. I'll have a quick check, see if it actually is. OBS Studio is using 22%. Browser Opera GX is using no more than 13%, like I told it to. Nice. Open GDK platform on Minecraft. Right, Minecraft's running, so the total is between 55 and 70 CPU usage with 61 memory. Another thing, I've been looking at upgrading the RAM for this. So I've only got 16 gig, and I want to upgrade it to 13 gig. 32 gig, I mean.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a downgrade?
That'd be downgrading if I went from 16 to 13.
And if you could find somewhere that sells RAM enough to get 13 gig, I'd be impressed. 2 6.5 gig sticks.
To be fair, you could probably do that with... If you get a 12 gig stick.
And a 1 gig... Yeah,
I probably need an entirely new motherboard because I need at least 3 or 4 ports, because you would then have to get the whole DDR3, which is like 200 and... I think you can go up to 500 meg. So yeah. I think you could manage it with DDR3 and DDR4, but I don't think they're compatible.
Probably not.
The cock. You need to pop the cock.
It's a cork beer.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Do you know, it's £3 a bottle.
It's not bad.
At all. It's I tend to get the rum-based one. Beer speciale.
Obviously I had a bonfire last night, and I took out a bottle of San Miguel with me, and as I was cutting up some of the wood.
Please don't tell me you got into the San Miguel.
No, I accidentally knocked the San Miguel over because when I went to pull some wood out, it was a long stick, and I hit the San Miguel over.
Oh.
And I was devastated. I'd not even had a drink of it yet.
Oh, that's the worst. It'd be alright if you had like half a bottle of it. You know, you could excuse to open a fresh one, but like the full bottle, just a waste.
I know. And to answer your question, Siren117666, I am building because I am starting my underwater lair that I asked you to start building for me. Does that answer your question there, Jade?
It was meant to say what.
Well, are you live right now, or are you actually? Or is it somebody in Minecraft messaging you? Oh, cool. I didn't know you were actually live.
Yeah. So for your return back, I thought I might as well stream for the first time I've streamed in a month.
I know. Usually you're streaming because I'm streaming most of the time, but like you actually do your own streams from once in a while, don't you? But
yeah.
you're more for YouTube recently, which
I mean I have
it's
uploaded.
A good idea. It's a good tactic.
I think I've uploaded about 14, 15 parts for my latest series. I think. Maybe more than that, to be honest. I don't know, I'd have to look.
Grandest Gamer or Grandima Lou?
It's Grandest Gamer on YouTube.
No, for Twitter it's the same. There you go, Grandest Gamer. Subscribe's going to attempt to log in. I'm good.
That'd be hilarious, isn't it? If we've all this time we've talked about me doing YouTube and you're not even subscribed, that'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
I'm definitely subscribed. 100% subscribed.
Well, it's alright, for some reason,
you
according
go,
to my
guys.
YouTube, I've lost 1 subscriber this month. But I still have like 12, and I've always had 12.
You got 14.
Oh, have I?
Yep, you got 14 subs.
I'm pretty
But
sure
guys,
on my
that's
YouTube it
Gamer
still
Lewis.
says I've only
He does some strategy games if you guys want to take a look at that. I also have YouTube, which is basically just, this stuff here. Hitchens. In fact, I think I'll get the link and stuff below. So it might be worth checking it out. The recent one, Blameless, I found quite entertaining. What a game that took 30 minutes took me about 50 minutes. And there's 20 minutes that I had to cut of me just literally running around the same area trying to figure out what the fuck I do. Because there's no guidance. But that's me in a nutshell. I have so much trouble. I fell asleep earlier and I feel shit now. I hate napping in the afternoon. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully you feel better after your takeaway. What takeaway you having, by the way? I'm curious. I am a croissant. Are you really? Is that from when me and Greg
Yeah,
Emily were
because
going-
earlier I said
Yes,
je
yes,
suis
the
croissant, which means I am croissant.
I learned something new.
Oh, that is a good point.
Je suis
Jay.
cinéma.
The world changed to hard because they asked me to. So
Who's they?
Vol, Jade, and Vol's sibling, they asked me to change it.
Considering
now-
I can't make it out the door on a good day.
You also need to
No,
change
but,
your cam to your game.
Yeah, I've done that. Hopefully for you guys.
Sleep in a bed. You can't get out of there because you've got the
Like
clear
10
glass
minutes.
mod on, remember? Oh, no, you don't.
Do. I was looking for your. Go on, one a mod thing. When I type your name in, mine comes up. I don't know why. Oh, featuring, yeah, that's why.
Hello, Josh. How are you doing?
Has just changed his name again.
No, he's just the writer, too, but
Oh,
he's in mine.
right,
He's just
too.
put googly eyes in.
I think that's
There's another one after
Yeah, it's-
from Siren. You need to sleep at the same time.
Yeah,
Are you trying to sleep right now?
yeah, because it's hard mode apparently. So
what?
It's blown up by a creeper.
there you go. No, Dad's
call
like,
out.
oh, we need to sleep right now. I
Must
was
have
like,
been
yes.
Because after 3 days, you'll
uh,
get phantoms, and they're not the easiest thing to kill.
What phantoms? The hell?
It's like
These
some
new
haunted
things.
creature. No, it's always been there.
Guys, I have just noticed I'm getting no sound. Shit, I broke a potato.
No, the potato.
That's why. I've turned the sound down so much that. And I get like very
That's where I need
light
to
sounds
be building.
from Minecraft. Unless I can hear you guys over the game.
Right, I need to make cobblestone steps to start the step process.
What the hell is this?
What the hell is what? What, our underground... What, the underground base that Jade started for us?
Yeah, I've not seen this. I saw the other one. But wait. Wait a minute.
What?
This is not the same one. This is not the same one at all.
It is. This is the one that Jade
What's that?
started.
The other one was like way over yonder.
It wasn't as far
Look
as
at
away
the
as you
other side
think.
of the. That wasn't far away, but it was like it was at the other side. It was on the other hill. I'm sure of it.
It's because before... No, it's always been in this place, I think.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, Jade's confirmed it's always been in this place.
It's because I've expanded it.
It's
Right,
because it's bigger now. Also, I
didn't
think they
notice that, 'cause
stole
also,
all our coal
I tried
stash.
messing around with
No,
the.
I didn't.
Sleeper Bear, welcome to the stream. Jade.
She's warning you to replant the potatoes.
I see pussy.
What? Where?
Cat's just gone across the fence, and because I'm not got the walls up anymore, I can be nosy. I can look outside while I'm talking to you guys. I saw a cat just crawling across. A big fluffy cat. It was fluffy. It's a neighbour's cat.
Jump.
I tried a mod last time, and you see these bricks here of copper ore. These turned to water for some reason, and when you got stuck in them, they were dead slow. And I sent a screenshot of the first thing that comes out of Sticky Bear's mouth is, that's broken. That's very broken. There's labels on the chest.
Yes, you're welcome.
Oh, you're putting labels on.
Yeah, I did it to make it a bit more efficient. Oh, I missed one. Oh, that's somebody's
potatoes.
belongings in that chest. So the chest with no name on it, just try and leave alone. I also, if you look above the furnaces, I put the dirt and trash chest above there.
So we're going to do parkour to get up. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's yours. Lim.
What?
That singular chest is yours.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I just didn't know where to put any of it.
Alright. Sweet.
Hold on, I need to go replant this potato.
And no, I'm
Don't know
not
what
Josh
I do.
because I have no petrol in the car and I have to get to work 2 days next week. So we will be coming on Friday, I think. I've just had the confirmation. We will be coming on Friday.
Hopefully I'll be able to do that soon, more frequently. It won't be till like another 6 months or so. The driving lessons are going fairly well.
Good.
If you count... What the fuck is going on here?
Hey, you best not be terrorising things. I'm building an underwater base here.
I was almost underwater and I'm at the base.
Oh shit, I didn't pick up any glass though.
Trying to figure out where all my stuff is. Right. Work. Put that back up there, that up there.
So,
I've been trying to do driving lessons while I've been away, guys, and I had the worst experience ever the other day. Basically, some guy decided it was going to be a great idea to hijack, steal, otherwise possess a Suzuki Jimny who had the wheels done up to be like a proper 4x4. Because believe it or not, they do make really good 4x4s when done up correctly. Anyway, this guy decides he's going to nick it. The guy must be only about 25, something like that, a bit younger than me. And he puts the foot down, and it comes out of the road to that side. Yeah, so I'm parked up in car. I'm in driver's seat. Yeah, I'm like this, looking around, making sure everything's sorted and everything, and listening to the instructor. And all of a sudden we hear this, and this bright red Suzuki with massive tyres comes shooting out. Bear in mind, there's nothing but houses in front of him, and it comes shooting down, out. He gets so much understeer that he doesn't turn. He's trying to turn. You can see the wheels turned, and you hear this loud tyre squeak of it just fucking squealing to the curb, bouncing off the curb, being on 2 wheels. And it comes round, and it sort of does this, tips, and comes at us. And if the wheels didn't actually touch the ground, it would have gone straight into the front of the car. And me and the instructor absolutely shit ourselves. It was experience that I've never had. Like, I've never had that experience at all, on or off the road. And it just so happened that my 7th driving lesson had that happen. So yeah, so that's several people on motorbikes coming at me and a stolen Jimny come at me. Which is funny. I don't think the Jimny would have done much damage because, to be fair, the Nissan Micra we were in was much bigger. Weirdly, a Nissan Micra was bigger than a Jimny with off-road tyres.
okay then.
Because it wasn't the 2000 version of the Nissan Micra, which was like Fiat Punto. it was well, smaller than a Fiat Punto. It's the newer, I think it's 2016 version.
Yeah.
where it looks like a beetle, and it's
Ah,
it looks like a Fiat Abarth, basically. Yeah. I was expecting it to just ram straight into the middle, but luckily the tyres touched down and the person driving it managed to yank it to one side enough to miss the car. Because, basically, if you're nicking a car, the last thing you want to do is fuck up so badly that you crash head on into someone's car. Because you're going to get life. Well, you can get life regardless at that point.
You probably get.
Well, you're
I
not
was
gonna
just
get
going to say
life,
you
you'll
probably
get-
get life for theft anyway. Thefting and dangerous driving combined.
Yeah. I think you get about 7 years for theft and dangerous driving and stuff like that until... To be fair, it's not accumulative, it goes on the worst offence.
Right.
Worst offence has the longest amount of time. So say if you kill thousands of people with, say, a knife, which will get your life anyway, but then you go on to get, like, and you go steal things and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and there are no blow up a building. The blow up a building is going to get your life anyway, but you will get life regardless at that point. So that's not a very good example. Say if you steal an orange, steal an apple, and then punch some guy in the face. I'm not going to give a damn about the apples and pears and whatever you, because I've already forgot what I said. They're going to focus more on the worst offence, which is punch the guy in the face, because that gets you more years.
Yeah.
So it's weirdly how it goes.
True.
Rather than it being accumulative, because let's face it, if it's accumulative, no one's ever going to get out because the amount of shit people do.
But yeah, it's never just one thing, is it? One crime.
Right, if you're stealing this, this, and this, you have 6,254 years.
Yeah.
That's not right.
You've stolen 3,000 pears. For every pear, it's 6 months in prison.
Can you imagine that?
I hope you kissed the wife and kids goodbye before you came here.
Going straight there. There's no time to waste.
Yep. He's already got your transport booked and prison time ready.
Hey. Armor that's in this chest. Equipment and armor. Can I take those randomly or? What's that? Minus 1 attack damage, 1 speed, mending, smite.
God, I wish you could last longer underwater.
Curse of binding. When on head. Right, I'm not going to bother touching any of those. I take... Oh no. There's nothing of use here really. I already have a hoe. Living room. Joke.
Don't forget to put your game back on.
Sorry guys. I did a game yesterday on Facebook and found out my new name is Pulsy Fluff. That sounds like Fanny Fluff to me.
Just to me as well.
Pulsy Fluff. Right, everything went a bit fucky there. So on edge. Chat appearance. All the way to the right. Yes, because it's better and easier to see. It's more comfortable.
I can remember to check my chat, but you're telling me things I don't need to know. Thanks, Jade, for the information.
I'm gonna say everyone's like, hi, wave your face, wave your hand even. In fact, guys, I'm pretty sure we have the wave emoji. I used it earlier on.
Thanks for subscribing to my channel, Josh.
RB Tempora. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Yes, that's what I said. My other name is Sweet Buns. Sweet Buns sounds like a pair of cheeks. I don't mean these kind. And Tootsie Fluff. Right. So, also, Sleepy Bear, thank you for letting me know that I can replant the potatoes. I just went and did that. Use the hitch wave. Or instead of a wavy hand from now on. I think that's the free one, I think. For some reason, I can't use the raw on. I might edit it a little bit and put the text raw on it because I think that'd be cool. When I go, you come out with raw. I read the rules of chat and thought you'd ever follow. It is obvious. It's absolutely important to create a safe environment. Tipper, thank you for that. That's awesome. I have actually recently updated them because it was like the bare basics. It's nice to be back and have, nice people like yourself drop by. Because I know that it's been a while, and I do try and. I've been questioning a lot recently because everyone's like, well, don't put like LGBTQ if you personally feel like it's not a particularly safe place. And I've had an experience with streaming for the past couple of years where it's safe, but there are people that jump in and make it unsafe, which I don't like. I don't like that. So I felt that only now, when I've understood things properly and well enough, that I can throw things like that in there. Because I do have friends that are
Thanks,
LGBTQ.
Josh, for being my 15th subscriber. Much appreciated.
It's what it's one of those things where I personally think that you need to be prepared because Twitch is a very unsafe place, especially nowadays where you get hate raids. And while I can't prevent hate raids and things like that, I can get my mods like Grand Gamer Lou, Vic, etc. to, ban the things that I need banning because I can rely on them. And I'm happy that you saw those rules and thought, oh, this guy seems fairly safe, and that's what I'm going for. So thank you so much, Tempora, for that. That is absolutely amazing.
Safe and very good looking.
What was that? Safe and very good looking.
Yeah.
On it. Get on it. It's the beard. Like no one likes spotted dick. Let's face it.
No one like. Did
The
you say
beard covers
spotted dick?
Yeah, I did.
I thought you did, and I was like, no.
What?
I was like, you surely didn't say spotted dick.
Have you, seriously, have you guys ever been anywhere and gone, I fancy some spotted dick?
No, because every time somebody says, "Ooh, I fancy a piece of spotted dick," somebody goes, "Dick."
Exactly. Mine was in reference to my acne and me being a dick in general, but yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind for some reason. And I hope you guys appreciate that. I've been trying not to make as many jokes so that when I do make a joke, it's actually funny. Because what I used to do is I just wait.
But
an hilarious joke would come up and it'd be hilarious.
I understand that we need to sleep, but I am underwater. I am sure there are... Oh, wait, no, hold on. There is underwater creatures. Swim away. Swim away.
Hate raids are something quite despicable indeed. There's no logic behind free hatred or hatred in general. To be honest, I appreciate your words, but I do thank you. Every single person who supports a course of action based on safe environments is to be supported. You are completely right, Tempora. I just don't understand it. People aren't comfortable with the idea. People aren't uncomfortable with, can be uncomfortable with the idea, and I get that there are people out there where they don't know, they don't understand because they've not been brought up around it. Like, I will outright admit, from about 30 and onwards, I've only just been exposed to that sort of environment. More so now I'm streaming on Twitch. I'm 28 now. I've been here for quite a while, so I've got interacting with other streamers and things like that. Because I'm not around those things. It wasn't until 21 that I was really in deep with all that, which is a poor choice of words, considering. But no pun intended. But it's like when you're not brought up around it, and everything is, how can I put this politely? When everything is in like a normal two-gender sort of community, your mindset sort of pushes you to that. And if you're not ready to change with modern times, you can sometimes be fixed and think that that's really weird. Why is that happening? But like for me, coming to university, witnessing these things, people walking around in skirts, makeup, even people dressed so flamboyantly they catch your eye on the bus, for example. I've only now recently grown to learn. I've never been one for hating anything like that. Like, the reason I say 13 is because throughout school I was friends with someone that was gay. He was actually one of my best friends. He was Joe. I forgot his last name. It's been that long since I've been in touch with him. I just know as Joe. But I used to see him around when I was over in the area, even after school. So that was like between 16 and 19. Since then, I moved away when I was 14, but still, it was a case of I was sort of in and out of the environment at that time with those sort of people, so I felt that I could learn that. But there are people that feel not too good about it because they've not been brought up in that environment. But you get those people that are probably part of the hate raid community that don't quite. They're too stubborn. They're like, this is this, this is that. That's right, that's wrong. Right,
Yeah,
no moving on it. But then you get the people that aren't. And you get the people that aren't so stubborn that are willing to educate themselves in the matter.
Yeah, because a lot of
Then
people don't
as they
understand
go-
change, do they?
Yeah, people don't understand change, so it's like, right. So this has been a thing throughout history. Right, the Romans did it, the Greeks did it, so on and so forth. But like, that is mainly come from Assassin's Creed. I wasn't very good at history, so Assassin's Creed has opened my mind to so much of history. It's unbelievable. I know it's not all accurate, but some of the things are. Anyway, Romans, Greeks all did it. Misogyny or polygamy? One of those two, where they would just sleep and fuck everyone they like, you know, with no limits,
Misogynistic.
which is fine. That's great. Do that. Literally, do that.
You
but
do
like-
you, Chief.
Yeah, you do you. So I'm going to throw this out there. I've had my experiences before. I've been in depth, but you know, I ended up making a choice fairly early on. Right, this is what I like. That's what I don't like. Yeah, but you get people that this sort of stuff's been around for decades, but it's only been pushed out into the open in the past maybe 30 years or so. I don't think that's quite right. I want to say like past 15 years, but it is. We're in 2022, so
Yeah.
yeah, about 20. But between 20 and 30 years or so, it's been pushed out more so than other times, because for some reason, it was all out there. Everyone could do everything and everyone within reason, and then it got sort of pushed back. Like, all right, calm down, you know, all put away, and then only recently started. All right, you could slowly come out now, type thing. If that makes sense. And the people that have been in the communities where that's not been around, you're not. Some are too stubborn to change and will never change. Right? When they die off, that's it. They're gone. That's fine. It's their choice. Hopefully they don't pass it on to the kids. And then you've got like the people that are open to change and things like that, which go out of the way to educate themselves. For example, I wasn't brought up in that environment. Yes, I had the odd experience here and there, but I wasn't brought up around transgender, LGBTQA plus communities. So I had no idea. Like, personally, I think you should go out the way to look into those matters, look into those things, and try and make yourself aware, right? Because modern times are progressing. We have virtual reality, augmented reality, which is increasing rapidly. We have, I think there's actually an entire virtual room now that's come out recently. You have augmented limbs. Granted, you're looking at a steep 8,000 upwards for a prosthetic limb that just does this. But, you know, the point is, we're becoming more modern, times are progressing, things are changing, and we shouldn't be ignorant to that. That is something that we should really just get on with. Things are changing. All right, accept it. Move on. You know. Not no. Things need to stay the same because then everything's just going to go to absolute shit, right? And as someone that's been brought up in a place where like guys are guys, girls are girls, men like girls, girls like men. You know, once in a while a girl like a girl, a guy like a guy. You know, being brought up in that sort of community, I was brought up in that, and I've educated myself in the ways because, you know, we're progressing. You know, we're not stupid, we're not daft, we're not dumb. Well, I might be a little bit.
Sorry,
like,
what were you saying?
We've got. It's a point. Not everyone, but we're progressing, and we should progress with the times. We should educate ourselves in the things that are unusual, and make them the new normal. Which is why I felt that I didn't want to make. See, this is why I think I've got ADHD half the fucking time, because my brain just fucks off somewhere else.
You're in the middle of thinking a thought, and you're like, "Oh, this is really." Wait a minute.
But yeah, basically, I took time to figure out what I want my community to be, and I wanted it to be a safe place, obviously. But I didn't know whether or not me myself could freely turn around and say, "This is a safe place for everyone," because I didn't know much about the LGBTQ community because I was a bit ignorant to it. I'd grown up outside of it, so I had no idea until I was about 21 and came into it. So I felt that I had to learn more before I could fully turn around and say, right, I understand this community a bit better. I can make them feel somewhat safe, and add that to the sort of places and what have you. Sorry, I will get back to this in a minute. When I see spotted dick in the supermarket, it makes me think of Channel.
I do agree with that comment.
Makes me think of a teenager with that name. Absolutely true. I've been more exposed to things like that since I started working where I am now. I've always been open-minded, but in the last 8 years I've worked with a diverse culture of people, so I've become more understanding of people. You are who you are. If you are nice to me, I'll be nice to you. Exactly. I completely agree with that statement. To be honest, I grew up in a very strict conservative environment where such topics were, and still are as today, defined as problematic, controversial, and to be avoided. I thought it was weird to ostracize people based on characteristics such as skin colour, sexual orientation, gender identity. It took me a while, and I had to fight against many people for years, but it was worth it. I don't quarrel with people. I try to understand where their conservative ideas come from, and if possible try to make them see different perspectives. Not always possible, of course, but I'm always chuffed to bits by those who manage to overcome their ideas. You know what, you're absolutely right. It's an old-fashioned way of thinking, and we need to progress with it. We need to challenge those ideas and move on, like, you know, get past it. Because transgender, LGBTQ communities and things like that, they're not a problem. Right, they are just expressing themselves. They are being who they are. The problem is the people that are opposing it. Right? The problem. We're the problem. Right? Obviously not those that accept it and, you know, interact with it and what have you, and, you know. But the people that, you know, say that's wrong, that shouldn't be this, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. Like, do it in your own privacy, you know. They're the people that are making it hard for people, really. They are the problem. They have no solution to it because they are themselves a problem. And if they can overcome those sort of things, then maybe there's hope for everyone, because there are so many issues today. I was going to say today in general, but yeah, today in general there's so many fucking things happening, like Ukraine and shit like that, which I don't really want to get into that because there's a whole minefield of politics. I mean, to be fair, I've gone on quite a bit about LGBTQ and there's a lot of politics in that too. But guys, I do appreciate the fact that you feel that it's such a safe environment, and that's absolutely awesome, guys. So thank you for that. That does actually warm my heart, especially on the first day back. And so far, everything seems to have been fairly strengthened.
It's good to
Like
know
I've
later.
not seen any issues so far. I am honest to God. Shitting bricks is going to count because of loot. I am not going to lie. I'm actually looking at grabbing some more Ethernet cables. I'm willing to spend about 20 odd quid per cable on the Ethernet from the PC to the router and the router to the ONT, just because Cat 5 I've been told that it's the more up to date version. Lou's told me that Cat 6 is pretty good as well. I'm going to compare, I'm going to review and things like that, but if you recommended it, you'll probably go for Cat 6, to be honest.
We use Cat 6 for using CCTV communication.
Yeah, because they'll be more reliable than most, won't they?
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I've got Cat 5 for my CCTV at home because I couldn't get a Cat 6 at the time.
Is Cat 6 hard to come by?
No, it's just I bought all my CCTV equipment from my last place, so they basically just gave me Cat 5 cables and
yeah,
stuff.
they just gave you a bunch of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
And
enough.
I did ask for
That's
Cat 6
all
before
well
I went,
done, isn't
but
it? 5.
yeah, I was asking for Cat 6, but they could only give me 5.
They might have run out, or they might have needed the Cat 6 for their stuff. Sorry, guys.
I think it is because I was getting to leaving.
Soderman Ryan, you know what I think?
I'm on standby.
I've took off all the stuff. Damn it. Guys, going to interrupt my chat. Dude. Nah. Pissing.
No, I'm not having stuff like that.
I'll go for a piss, but I'm not gonna have it on my face. No, I'm not one of those types of people. Beetle snapper. Hydrate. Thank you for that. I miss the times that was filled with beer.
Well, when you hydrate, use beer.
I'm already drinking beer, so hydrating using beer doesn't work.
I've got a feeling now that bloke
What's
that
basically dehydrating?
I've got a feeling now that bloke that put the thing in, I banned him, but I've got a feeling he was just trying to be funny.
I faced some tech issues, so I tried to reboot my connection and computer to see if it solves the problem. Okay, dude. No worries. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate you, dude.
Would you like me to try unblocking that soda man, or?
Yeah, we'll give him a chance. Or not.
I don't know, because Beetle Snapper's coming and doing sort of the same thing.
Yeah, just if they're gonna be like that, if they're gonna troll, just get rid. No space for trolls. We are a community of trolls, so we're not gonna stand for that trolls in our community.
We do the trolling around here.
No, don't unban.
Same.
Alright guys, my community said don't unban, so you're unbanned.
We don't care if it's for follows or anything like that.
Yeah,
You be funny,
no,
be funny.
No reason to risk it, yeah, exactly. No need to be funny. I get there's people that jump in, say hi and blah blah blah, and have a bit of a joke, but coming straight in and say pissing on your face and piss play, that's...
They were probably here to listen to the entire rant, they just wanted to bring somebody down.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, it's not working for me today. Pretty good mood for now.
Until somebody comes in and makes a comment about pissing in the face.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, that doesn't put me in a bad mood. That makes me think of Pornhub.
That's like when we did the human fall flat and somebody tried to be funny. Like while we're in the middle of conversation, talking about something, and they chirped up like, "No,
Yeah, alright, dickhead, calm down.
Bye, Dick.
Sorry, Tipper, I'll get back to your message in a sec. I agree, for example, my English is not that good because it's my third language. I know 2 moderate French. No, the F's and Q's, and English. That's just me.
I know
I barely
I
do
speak
both
2.
with any fluency.
I speak 2 English and bullshit. Oh no, wait, 3 and gibberish.
I didn't know that counted. Gibberish. I didn't know that counted. 3 then. It took me eons to understand they, them as a pronoun for non-binary people since I just learnt basic English, but it is important for them. So the effort, an effort is to be done. Sure, we all make mistakes, especially me. Yeah, it's true, we all do make mistakes. But yeah, honestly, I still forget a lot of stuff to do with what I've learned. Like, I didn't know that to some extent you can have 2 genders in yourself. You've got your spiritual gender and your physical. Like, you know, what most people identify on the outside. But then you've also got your spiritual gender, which is like you can identify as a woman on the outside, but on the inside identify as a man. If that makes sense. But you can also be a woman and identify as a woman on a spiritual level as well. And like that can be, you can be born a woman, identify as a woman genderly, obviously, and then spiritually be a woman. It gets confusing.
Yeah, Jade, that's what I'm doing. I'm just making some ladders to get in and out.
Anyway, guys, let's switch back over to Minecraft for 5.
Whee! Oh, fuck.
Do we sleep through? I got on my... Right, I got my sword. Much use.
Oh, you're actually going to sleep now?
I will. Again, to be fair, I was laid down the first time. Oh, and respawn point set.
Oh, I need to bring my bed down
I
here.
don't wanna leave this bed.
I am coming, I'll just...
Everything's dark. Why is it fading? Where's the light gone? I'm trying to think of the tune that's just coming to my head. Yo, let's move on. Welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing? Okay, that's more information about why you watch on Pornhub, and yes. No. I do not watch piss play on Pornhub.
Chicks with the dicks.
Hey, that's... No judgment, okay? That's fine.
I know. As per Ted 2, when he's looking at all his folders
Like,
and he finds chicks with dicks in
End
the
of
folder.
day, tits make the life go round.
Yeah, exactly.
Make the world go round. Like, you can't complain at that. Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? I'm doing good, lots more on yourself. It's nice to be back, and it's nice to have you back, dude.
Subscribe to the channel. I've started watching somebody on YouTube, and whenever they start the video, like they've obviously streamed to Twitch and stuff, but whenever it starts the video, it goes subscribe to the fucking channel every time. As soon as it starts a YouTube video, every time, and it just makes me chuckle. You coming to see my underwater base?
Oh, I am indeed. It's a bit on the... Oh wait, no. A bit bigger than I expected.
How does it look? Let me have a look. See how it looks on yours, because I've got the better glass texture mods on, so mine's see through. Oh,
I do have the texture mod. I've got the same ones.
the better glass one.
I think so.
Mine works.
Where it's
though,
got no...
'cause if you have a look at my stream,
lines. Hold on, let me switch over. Offering. The only issue with having a browser that the size is going to limit everything.
so I need to get 2 doors.
Oh, I see.
You see what I mean?
You must have a different one to me, because I remember that my better...
Have you gone? Have you crashed? Oh no, he's gone. Stream hasn't disconnected.
Hello.
Hello?
Please, if anyone with any communication is there, please. Hello.
Hello?
OBS decided that it was going to turn itself off.
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's starting. Oh no, don't fucking say that, guys. No.
I'll not lie, that is the first thing I thought.
Stop streaming. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought.
But your stream hasn't
I
stopped.
got the window mode on.
Your OBS has stopped.
OBS decided that it was going to go funny. Hold on, guys. The OBS decided it was going to do something funky and give me a heart attack, basically.
Well, internet will fine.
Internet will fine.
Hi, Kate.
Thank God. Thank God.
I think it's because OBS has an update that's pending, I think.
Yeah. Probably was just the OBS. Yeah, like, I could hear Lou for a little bit, but the connection went a bit funny.
Your stream crashed, and I couldn't hear you talk. But then all of a sudden you came back. But
yeah, I had to. Discord crashed, but you were still running everything on the internet side of things. Like, I could see your gameplay now. So I was like, wait, something's got to have gone wrong there. Perhaps it's just the internet that went a bit iffy, and then I just had to rejoin Discord and OBS. Because OBS, the connection thing is flashing all over the place. So it could be with this new router, things are going a bit funny.
It just might. It might take.
So
When did you plug it in today?
We've had it since Saturday, I think. Babe. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Had a bit of a panic attack. I'm muted, by the way. I should be unmuted now. It was just a brief conversation that I just felt was more private. I'm probably going to talk about it anyway, to be fair.
He has returned.
Dodgy shit happens when you play games. It's true. But like, it really worried me for a sec.
Wait, so why did it kick you out of the game and stuff then?
I don't know. It must have been a brief drop in the connection or something like that, because I seem to be fine now. The OBS seems to be going a bit funny as well, but that's about it so far. You know, it scares me so much when stuff like that happens now, because I'm just worried that the problem's not solved and that it's going to keep doing it, and then I'm going to have to just quit streaming. But I really love streaming. It's like, this is what I do for work, basically. What I say I do for work. It's my version of work, because I don't have to work, but I want to work in some way, some regard. So to me, this is basically what I do for a job. To fill that place for a job. Ooh. Where? How? What? Hello?
What?
What have you done?
It's there to stop water.
Have you
And then
put
you
water
can.
in? Oh.
I've just left.
I see.
So all I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna build as I go, and just sort of
There we
like
go.
design
Look at
something.
the fishes. That makes sense. If do you want me to grab you some more glass?
I've just been.
I'm not
stocked
doing
up.
much on this at the minute.
Oh no, you don't need to.
You're not putting in more glass.
I've got about 160 in my inventory. That's all I've got now.
Sorry.
I've run out of coal, I think, so I'll not be making any more for a while.
Box for coal, or do you want me to bring you any, or?
I don't think we've actually got any in the base.
In the base? I mean, I gotta go mining for coal.
You can do.
Sorted, wood, equipment and stuff, stones and minerals.
There's one at the end.
I've got 26 coal. Yeah, coal. Coal and furnishings. I have 26 in my inventory, but there's none in the thing.
Just pop it all in the chest. We'll have to get some. No, I've been live for an hour already. How time flies when you're in Minecraft.
An hour and 8 minutes. You make coal from burning stuff.
I think you just make charcoal.
Charcoal. Isn't that the same thing? Coal and charcoal.
I don't think it burns. It burns, but I don't think it burns like coal. You can just use normal wood, so we could just chop a load of trees down from the.
True. Why don't we have a box that's full of wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, wood furnishings and things, that'll do. Took a couch on the fire, it'll burn.
Yeah. Right, so this room. I need to remember to keep.
Wait, I can come up here to grab you some more glass, didn't I? And I completely forgot. Yo. Oh shit.
So this
3
room
blocks.
can be
That's damage, okay.
This room can be my bedroom.
Food, arrows, coal. No glass. This. And I shall put some wood in. To make more glass.
Sand.
Guys, once again, I do apologise that the quality of the stream isn't its best. I just really hope that things will look up from now on, because I've, like I said, really missed streaming, and it's a big part of my life at the moment in time. It's something I really enjoy
so
doing.
charcoal burns better than wood. So if you use coal to burn
Charcoal burns
wood to
better
make
than-
charcoal.
Are you filling it in?
Yeah.
Oh, filling part of it in.
Remember, Jade tells me all this stuff. I need to reboot your stream, so go off it. Go back on you. There we go.
The spade.
You're using a pickaxe, aren't you?
But a spade doesn't do it as much. So 1 or 2. I'm using a hand now. Over there.
So this is my bedroom. Oh!
Oh.
You shut the door, so I broke the glass instead of the door.
Sorry.
Alright. So this is...
So we can also get back to the God of War series. So if not on here, then I'll probably have to do... I don't know, I'll probably have to do Elden Ring on this or something. I'm not against. I mean, I'm all for Elden Ring. It's the first Souls game I've ever played, and I'm terrible at it. I went up against this giant. He's called Giant. Well, I can't remember the names. Nothing tells me the names either.
Oh, the tree sentinel.
I don't know. There's a tree sentinel, yeah, but it wasn't that one. I went up against that 3 times, 4th by accident, and I realised that I can skip this. I need to level up some more. So I went, and then on the way I ran to a giant with no belly and what looks like swollen testicles with one swollen testicle with a giant sword in its back. And yeah, this took me over 37 attempts. I'm pretty sure it took me over 40 attempts, to be fair. But now, every 6 kills now, I can kill it 6 times out of 10 times. So I'm fairly good with that.
good.
I have no idea what I'm doing with.
I mean, I played Dark Souls 1 today, and it took me, I think it was 4 or 5 attempts to beat the boss. The first boss in the starting level, that you can fall on him and do, like, I don't know, half of his health in damage straight away.
It's cool.
And
Yes, if you do stuff like that on Elden Ring, but you need to be like an insane level.
yeah,
The mechanic I absolutely hate is that you lose all your runes from death.
it kind of makes
Lose them
sense
forever.
because you basically retrieved and revived, but
Yeah, it's not like a normal game mechanic, is it? It's just
No.
not one that I'm used to, so I die a lot, and I mean a lot.
yeah,
Like
but if,
even to mini characters, you know, just like a soldier, I'll die to them like a good 3 or 4 times.
I can't
I
remember what
just-
class you picked, because depending on your class depends on how well your evade is, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's also weight dependent as well, like very weight dependent. If you've got a medium load, it'll slow down your roll. If you've got a heavy load, you will roll like your mama just had a heart attack. It's just really, it's really tough to get your head back around if you're not used to Souls games. For example, parrying. Assassin's Creed, as soon as the sword moves, bang, parried. Yep, I can do quite a few consecutive hits. In fact, I just did a challenge last night where I had to do quite a lot of stuns, and you have to parry 3 to 5 times to get a stun, without any other stuff, because it's like they give you the minimum to do these challenges. Anyway, I mastered it on Assassin's Creed, but not so much on Elden Ring, because it's a lot different. The windows and stuff are in different places, and how can I put it? It's a bit more realistic in Elden Ring in a way, because the parry depends on what shield you use.
Yeah.
Say if you have a buckler, which is like a little fish on your arm, you can have noodles all you like, but the parry time will be much quicker. You sort of like like as quick as your arm on go. But with a bigger shield, you've got more weight to it, so the slower it gets. Which, in fairness, is realistic. The bigger the shield, the slower you're going to be, because you've got to lift that thing and move it.
Yeah.
But like, if you're not used to it, there's a perfect point for each one, right? And you can't just do it so that when it gets to that point, as soon as you press it, it parries it. Because it's in the middle of the entire parry move that it parries it. So you've got to do it at the right time.
Yeah.
And that could be before or after it moves, depending on the attack. And
It is a bit like
it just really
the original
gets in the
Dark
way.
Souls one. So for the original Dark Souls one, when you were stay there,
Well, it's
creeper.
From Software, isn't it? So it's the same
Yeah.
people.
But with the original one, you had to sort of like parry as the sword's about to hit you. But in the newer ones, when you parry, you sort of like see the sparks fly of the sword, so you know you've parried. So then you attack afterwards to do more damage. On the actual,
There's like a red sparky thing.
Yeah.
Noise.
but
You
like
do it, but it's like-
on
you have to
on
do
the
it bef-
original
you've gotta
one,
get to the
when you
middle before it
parry,
actually-
it just sort of like knocks his sword back, and that's all you see. So you don't always know to hit back straight away.
Yeah. Sort of similar with this as well.
Yeah.
Is rather in depth. There's a big learning curve that I've not mastered at all. I've not even mastered the basics.
It looks fun though. I'd definitely give it a go.
Oh, it is. The mechanics and the sort of weapons and stuff you can use are they're very varied. Like you can use you can use 2 crossbows, you can dual wield, basically. And
Yeah.
there's actually someone on Reddit asking that. Are you putting them all the way across?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a tunnel, but like do it all the way down. I think.
I think we have a problem.
Go on.
Light is in the way.
Just remove it. I'm going to place them all on, like, the sides. I mean, Jade and Vull have already moved bases and started up on their own.
That's nice of them, I guess.
Yeah, just up and abandoned us, I think.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I think if you walk forward.
Go well. Don't expect me to be an absolute expert in Minecraft. I've never played it in my life. Just throwing that out there.
I know, it's fine. See, mine's harder because I have the better glass mod on. So, like, I can't see glass as well as you can.
It makes sense. I guess there's an extent, really, to how good glass can be see-through on this game. How long have I been going for? I don't know. 0.5% frames. Average render time 2.5 milliseconds. It's good. Where's the time I've been live for? Oh, she's in recording, but I turned the recording off.
Bottom right.
On right.
Yeah. So, where you've got your stop streaming.
Oh
virtual
yes.
states
1
along
minute
the bottom
24
bar there.
seconds. Just that. I usually look at the record because I usually record at the same time.
Well,
I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
I've done well to say I was only coming on for an hour.
Yeah, you said you come on for an hour, but it's been a while. I don't think Jade minds because it's Minecraft.
I know. I think to be honest, I think she's waiting to go on it herself.
I'll put that there, and I could do with a stone axe because I don't have it. In fact, I'll use that first so that I don't mess it up. Carrots because I need food. A lead because I found it. Sticks because of too many. Trees because, you know, environment. Environmentally friendly. Blah, 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 I want to come speak. And a spade. Dirt. That'll come in handy. I already put a pickaxe in. Right, line them up. What else can I do? What do I need for flint? Iron ingot and flint. Do we have any flint? Yo, Vic, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate that. It's absolutely awesome. 12 months in a row, because you've been subscribing for a full year. Thank you for that. Subbing with the Prime, awesome. I'll take one. One. I said one.
Way, you got an achievement.
Thank you for the sub. I got an achievement. Check your recipe. I don't know what that means.
Not a
How do
clue.
you get flint? Rare ores.
Oh fuck! What an idiot.
I think the signs could have been positioned better, to be honest.
That you can't place them in the middle, which is really upsetting.
Like, maybe even above. Yeah. Like, have them above, but in the position that they are in, you know what I mean? So, like, have, you know how you got one at top, one below?
Nope.
Like,
Oh.
you alright?
Yeah, yeah. I just had a creeper explode in the water next to me and I thought, oh shit, my base is going to blow up, but creepers don't affect water, do they? They don't blow up properly in water.
Might have affected your glass, though. Out of curiosity, where can I find flint? Where's flint?
I don't
How do I
actually know.
access it?
9-inch chili con carne pizza.
It's on a 9-inch chicken kind of piece of chips and 2 caramel donuts. £8.90. Oh, that sounds lovely.
It does, doesn't it?
I think we're going for a katsu curry tonight. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, at some
I'm
point I'm going to
having
make
pork
my own.
and chicken.
Pork and chicken. I'll tell you something that I've started doing recently. I've started buying in a kilogram beef fillet. Because it's about £7 something. And I use a third of it and slice it very fine. Fine? I mean, it still sounds the same, very fine. Very,
Jade, how
very
do you
fine,
make
thin
charcoal?
slices.
Just put it in the chat for me.
Charcoal, you burn wood, I think.
Yeah, but you can't burn wood with wood, can you?
You can if you split it. Or not.
Unless you can't burn acacia blocks.
Hold on. I know this. What is it?
Yeah, Jade, I know you
Charcoal.
have to burn wood, but
Oh,
we're putting
stru-
wood in the furnace and wood's not burning.
Right. You need logs. That wood log.
Oh, you can't burn
I shall go
planks,
fetch
can
wood.
you? Alright, we've got some logs.
You can burn planks, but you need the proper log. Right. Here's a question, right? This leads down into your base, but how do you get from your base out of this glass cage you've put us in?
Can I do an extra door if you like?
Yeah, lead me go to the right so we can go to the treehouse.
Oh yeah.
Make another
What?
glass passageway that leads from the top of the treehouse down. That'd be great.
That's what I'm going to do.
I mean, I'll help you with that in a minute. Like, I've not really done much on Minecraft so far. I've been wandering around, chatting, and just getting you like the odd bit of equipment here and there.
It's okay. You can be the supplier.
I'm stricken back, and that was the thing. Harvest gravel for flint may take a while to get it. Thank you, Lost One. I'll go do that in a moment. There's actually a big section right out of render range that is just flint, consistently flint. I had a lot of fun playing Hellseed. I know that was totally random and out the blue, but Hellseed was just... It reminded me so much of Visage. Even if it was just like a demo. And then it moulded from Visage to Pacify. What are these beeps? I keep getting beeps. It's not you guys either. It's something on the PC seems to go beep.
Maybe it's just letting you know it's doing alright.
Maybe Discord.
In fact, it might be. Let me have a
Maybe.
check.
The thing is, I've closed Discord for this Opera, so that it shouldn't actually do anything like that. Or whether it's got its own notifications thing, the app that's on Opera, I've no idea. What's that? Lou,
What?
how do I tame a parrot?
Jade, how do we tame a parrot?
Seeds, is it?
Wheat seeds.
No, don't fly away! I love you!
I'm going to need a lot more sand.
And it's not just one wheat seed, you'll need a few.
You'll need a few, apparently.
I've noticed it's just all gone. There's been no love things or anything like that. It's just been gulp, gulp, gulp.
Taters!
Oh, okay, an Enderman. This way. Yes. Ooh, where'd it go? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I can hear it. Vaguely. Where's the Enderman? Right, we need to scram.
Just hold the button.
What? Hold
Hold the
on.
button, she said.
Instead of clicking on the crotch, just hold your button.
Hold on, button.
Did she say crotch or crops?
Crops. What button,
Get
Jade?
her in.
Right, it don't matter, leave it.
Hold the button on the crotch.
Yeah.
Why does it activate the G-spot?
Tickle the bell end slightly.
Right, if you eat your chicken,
Mm-hmm.
So then your food's full, and then you hold down the right button, please.
Like that.
Yeah.
Right, we're making charcoal. You're
So
putting
then
the
you
wrong
don't
way.
have to click all the time.
This afternoon I made veggie chow mein. It was bloody lovely and followed it with a large bag of Haribo Star Mix. What a thing to follow it up with, Haribo Star Mix.
Living the life of dreams there.
Oh, you could have gone with cake, biscuits, or
I've
anything.
got
You
more
went with
glass.
the Haribo bag.
Thought I'd run out.
Yeah, for some reason, like 6 of those just appeared. 3 of those things just appeared. I thought you might have put them in.
No. Did you put them in?
Someone else about? I didn't. No.
Jade's not secretly here, is she?
I'm running down just to be curious. I don't think there is anyone here, so I'm just gonna come back up.
I can tell you.
It was the only thing
No,
I
there's
had.
just
that
us
was
two.
sweet. For all sorts. We've even got a red velvet cake. I was too busy having my beef curry. Like I said, I sliced the beef up into really fine pieces, and you know the curry powder you can get. Because
Yeah,
we only
yeah.
had bits in, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll make a concoction. Anyway, the concoction turned out to be beef curry. So I did some cinnamon. I know cinnamon, weird, right? But it sweetened it, made it more flavorful. Ginger, oregano for the beef, and cinnamon, ginger, oregano, and cumin.
I'm booming.
Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'll be 2 minutes. We've got 30 minutes left of the stream anyway, so I really need to pee and I really need to go.
You know what? That is good timing because I need to as well, so I'm going to go sleep in the bed and then go sleep. Ah, if I can get in, because skeleton keeps shooting me. I need a trapdoor for that. Oh, I can't sleep because there's a monster there. What? I'm going to have to stay in here till night time. Right, I'll be back in a moment, chat. Help.
Yeah, he's going for a shower.
You could have told me that, you turd.
He's only recently gone.
So chat, this is awkward, but I really need to wee, and my partner's dad's gone to the toilet.
No, he hasn't. He's gone for a shower.
He's gone for a shower, not the toilet. I can't sleep because there's a skeleton just above me. What the hell? What is it? What? The skeleton's having the time of his life. I'm writing this down. I don't know what's going on. I'll take that from 3, 4. I have no idea what the Okay. Well, that's going to be a clip. I still can't sleep because he's nearby. I can't even attack him. I need to install a trapdoor here. I know, I'm going to eat a cooked chicken underwater. Oh, no! Oh. It's 360. I should get his bow. Oh, it's not even night time anymore. Oh, I'm gonna wee myself. Right, I need to try and... So I've got enough glass to finish this tunnel, so I need to make a door coming from the other way. Glass. Glass up there, back up there, glass there. Glass there. Wait a minute. I thought I'd missed 2 pieces. So then go that way. I'll build glass cover on here for this. I might have to take this better glass mod off while building this. Because it is just absolute disaster. Oh no, I can't get out of the water. There we go, Jesus Christ. Right. So I need to This is so difficult. No, it's good. I'm alright.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for now.
If you need me to help you build it, just let me know.
Just...
Hello, H Kings and Queens, welcome back. Sorry, it took a bit longer than expected. Okay. I didn't realise that was a thing. Right, so Lou wanted some charcoal, did you?
I am still here. I couldn't go to the toilet because Jade's currently in the shower.
Ah, fair enough.
So I'm genuinely sat here trying not to wee myself. And I'm also contemplating turning the better glass mod off. Because,
So that you can see everything and then putting it back on.
yeah, because I can't see much.
Just put this dot.
I'm going to jump out. In fact, I should be able to turn it off from here.
What is it? What is it? Furniture, furniture, furniture. Sorted.
Chat head. Clear day spawn.
Anything. It was wood, innit? Wood.
Lewis,
What?
Couple of stairs.
there's a much easier way to do it.
Go on.
Go to right click done.
Yep.
As usually.
Yep.
If
Breaking
someone
stairs.
says resources,
Oh wait, hold on. that'll
I'm
be
not
one of
breaking
these
anything at
ones.
this point.
options,
Resources, better glass.
yeah, and then click the arrow
And then done.
and done.
Come on, Mojang, don't fail me now.
Oh, what the fuck? That's not going well.
Hey!
Run the wrong way around.
What did you do without me?
Probably suffer in my own self-pity.
What do you mean is wallow?
Yeah, that one.
Called wallowing.
Swallowing in self-pity.
Which is very flexible. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Don't apologise for anything.
Oh, I destroyed your entire base. I will not apologise.
You told me not to apologise, so I won't apologise for that.
Right. My stairs have yet another issue.
Is this better for you? What are you doing to my stairs?
Fixing them, clearly.
Okay.
When I, 1, 2... I need to get rid of this bit. I need to go deeper. Where are the inches? Sorry, I couldn't resist that joke.
No need to apologise.
No, again. Why? Why? Stop doing that. Do me a favour, ask Jade why this game decides that it's a good idea to put steps upside down for no reason.
It's the axis that you're facing. You have to. So if you're looking at putting steps down, you have to make sure you're pointing to the bottom of the block to put them. Because if you put them at the top of the block, it points the other way around.
Do that. Why? Why is that a thing?
I don't know. Do you want me to? Do you want to email Minecraft about that? We've noticed a discrepancy with your game. What the fuck is this?
Oh damn! Why do you like stairs being upside fucking down? What is the point?
People use them as trellising for the roofs.
Hurt you as a child.
Yes. What did this man do to you when you were a child?
I guess you could use it as a shelf. The other way around, I guess. But why not use jungle slabs? Have those stick on shelves, you know. But I'm gonna have a mess with that. Right, wood. Wood. I hate me because all this looks different. The trees count as wood. Like,
yeah.
Would you put an oak sapling as wood?
Well, I mean, it's technically kindling, so it should make fire, really, shouldn't it? Out of all of this expedition, I only have 5 pieces of glass left. So
I know what that achieved.
I got Jade to get me loads. 15 stacks of sand, and I've used the majority
loads. That's a gangbang and a half. Yeah, there we go. That looks like a bit of a shelf to me. Yeah, and maybe we need like a little fence or something to just put a little pole there or something.
Underneath it, make it look like a table. Why not build this here?
Or we could do that.
Build this bit over. Build it over here because it's bigger space. Are you having that as? Could have like a chest on there or display boards for coming in.
Do not touch my shit. Thank you.
Yeah, this is my chest. I might just go put a sign in front of my base that says Lewis's base.
This one is mine. Right. You wanted... I wanted flint, wasn't it? So I need to go mining somewhere. I need to go out the other door. Shit. Why? Why push button doors?
I don't know, Jade did them.
I did one.
I mean, they do close automatically when you go out. So I guess it is a good idea in that respect.
About the pressure plate doors.
Right.
He said why?
Because it's safer and zombies can't break through them.
Safer and zombies can't break through them. There you go. Got your answer.
They can break through a normal door, but a door with a switch they're having trouble with.
Can they break through a normal door?
Yeah, they can break through wood doors.
They can break through normal wood doors. Oh, they can break through wood doors.
Well, what's the difference between a wooden door and a wooden door with a switch?
They can only break through wood doors if they've got access to it.
They can only break through wooden doors if they've got access to it, so having a switch means they don't have access to it.
No, it's more of the fact of like in your base they don't
Broken,
have access to
basically.
it because they can't.
It's broken mechanic.
They can't go down ladders either, apparently. So.
And they can't go up ladders.
And they can't go up ladders. Don't forget to sleep because it's now
So,
night.
hold on, I'm busy. I'm inside somewhere. I'm trying to mine granite. Oh.
It's very dark, whatever you're doing. Right, I'm going to go to the toilet now. I shall return in a moment.
That noise.
What?
Flint, I think.
So happy about the toilet.
Yeah, Flint. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, that's one. That was great. Oh yeah. What I think I'll do is for the next couple of weeks, limit myself to like 1 or 2 streams till I know for certain the connection's perfect. And then we'll go back at it with the 3 or 4 streams a week. And that's going to be my thing again. A few days for making the games, some for rendering and uploading. We should be alright. Right, I have some flint. I can make a thing. I forgot what it's called. Lighter. I'm gonna get a lighter because it sets things alight.
I have returned. Have you made it home safe yet?
Yes, I am. I've not waited out the night yet, though.
You're not slept yet.
I'm not. And so, yeah. I don't know what this is, but I want one.
No.
No! How do I put that out? How do I put that out?
What you done?
I set a fire on the floor in a place.
Oh, I think fire would go out on its own, to be honest. As long as it's not
I
burning.
mean, it's on gravel, so it probably will do.
It depends.
You think fire will go out on its own if it's not burning?
No, if it's not burning anything like wood.
Coal and charcoal, there's a thing for that in there. Coal, charcoal, and I'll put the flint in because we need flint at some point. Wood over here because I have so many sticks. I have some nice hard shafts. Does a torch count as wood?
Put torches in
Seeds.
coal bit.
Coal.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll keep that in my inventory because there's so much there already. Should we put dirt in food because we need dirt to put farms and things like that?
Look above the furnaces.
Oh, I'm other stuff.
I'll put it up there, just out of the way.
Put it further back and just block it off.
I've put it in there because obviously coal sometimes there's the worthless stuff in it. Not a lot of people use grass. You've also put cobblestone. Oh wait, hold on. Oh,
Stone and glass.
That should say sand.
Sand.
How do I change that, Jade?
I think you nailed it.
You have to break the sign and then we put the sign down.
Watch it burn. Burn with me.
Sand and glass. There we go. So put yours in there for copper.
Is it going to travel?
Stone. Keep a set of copper stone on me.
Oh my god.
What?
This one has enchanted armor. Kill, 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 kill.
Are you starting a load of fires?
I was, yeah. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, I'm dead! And I'm on fire!
You need to come upstairs
Getting on
and get
fire.
your stuff.
I see what I'm on fire.
Well, it broke my lightsaber, but I got him.
Did you drop anything?
No, I'm quite surprised. You've dropped your lead. I clicked out of Minecraft. There you go, your lead's behind you.
Like a potato. 3.
Oh, thanks for the carrots. Can you eat
Welcome.
raw carrots, I wonder?
I don't know, is it right click for carrots?
Yeah. It restores plenty. Restores food, so I'm assuming you can eat it because there's not poison in me or anything.
What?
Can you eat carrots without cooking them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you confirm you can eat carrots without cooking. Ooh, creeper, run away! Back inside, let's go, come on.
Yeah, what do
Go sleep.
Not the other way. I'm in bed. I'm chilled.
I'm just making my way back to mine.
Shot by a skeleton, slayed by a zombie. Well, don't we make a pair?
Yeah. I need to go outside of my thing and put lights around so that they don't spawn in the water. I know, but they can go fall into the water, can't they?
Yeah,
Oh, I got that Reach Out and Touch Me song in my head.
but even if you light up the water, it doesn't matter, they can still fall in.
Yeah, true. Can't put torches in the water anyway, can I?
No.
Shall I do? Because I could probably do with making more.
There's a zombie stuck under the stairway we've built. You know, down to my base. There's just one stuck in the water. There's just one stuck in.
That's unfortunate. It's going to drown to death.
It's not stuck in the water, sorry, it's stuck under the stairs.
Under the stairs.
That'll
Oh,
be
I should borrow that too.
and it'll spawn there.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bye,
that's what's
creeper,
the thing
no
apparently.
thanks. Don't want your patronage. Can leave me alone, thanks.
What can I make? 9 bars. Nugget. Heavy weighted pressure plate. Hopper. Oh, we can make beer, guys. Iron trap
Can
door.
we?
Yeah, make a hopper. Speaking of which, I've been looking into brewing kits, you know, like pressure cookers and things like that for the yeast and what have you.
Oh, yeah.
It might be a bit inaccurate, but you know, it was vague.
You wanted to start brewing your own beer?
You can't.
Yeah, you can get in a 80 quid kit, and it works out about 13 pence a pint.
Oh, nice.
Is it 30 something pence a pint? Which compared to the other stuff, you know, that's pretty good.
Definitely worth giving it a go, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think I'm gonna have the brewing
Pre-warning,
station.
don't make a hopper.
Jade says pre-warning, don't make a hopper. Why not?
Because that's basically something that collects all the items that you can drop, that transfers them into a chest. So basically, therefore, automatic farms. It's a waste of iron if you don't know how to use them.
Oh, apparently it's not for beer making, it's for automatic farms.
I did just say.
Oh
know,
yeah,
I'm telling
yeah,
you.
for like killing cows and having all the stuff on a conveyor belt go into them. I think.
Yeah. I think so.
Can't do anything with these carrots, can I, unless we cook it?
Hmm?
Could we make a cookie? Cooker.
Listen to the stream and you'll
Not
find out.
cookie. What was that? What was that?
Talking to Jade. She says, what we're talking about? It says, listen to the stream, you'll find out.
Yeah, watch the stream.
Yeah, watch the stream for Christ's sake, Jade.
I am, but I can't hear it, and then when I turn it up, it's like I've got 6 looses in bedroom.
Yeah, I bet you'd love that, wouldn't you?
Called out. Love it.
Six Lewises in the bedroom. She's not complaining.
You need a torch down there by them chests.
By what chests?
The chests down in the base.
Are these ones?
Right. So what did you say that we need?
So we need chests in this area.
No, I need said you need torch in the area.
Quite a lot of it. Already.
Yes.
I'm gonna move my bed. Well, it wasn't my bed originally, but it is now going to be my bed.
Oh, it's raining.
I don't know what I want to make. Stone bricks, no. Wool. What do I need for wool? People die and white wool. White wool. I need strings. I need kill.
Oh, that rain's
Oh,
therapeutic.
If I make shears, I can shear the. No, I can't shear the chickens. Sheep.
The sheep.
We can shear the sheep.
Shear the chickens.
I was going to say sheep, but then I realised we were in that chickens, and I was about to say chickens. And I was like, wait, no.
I'm thinking of turning
No.
that into. Do zombies set off pressure plates?
Yes.
Do they?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to make the inside one.
Any AI can set off a pressure plate.
How do we make... how do we tame sheep?
How do we tame sheep,
You know.
Jade? Wheat. Right, because this is an in and out base that only we can access, I'm going to change it to a pressure plate to open the gate. So that we don't have to fuck about with the button every time.
I'm going to take the wheat.
Cows and wheat as well.
And cows are also wheat as well.
Pigs are carrots.
So,
Pigs are
okay, well, I'm going to
carrots.
go look for sheep so I can get some wool. You appear to have missed the ceiling,
It's not tame.
sir.
I know, I'm just waiting for
On
some
the
things to be
wall.
done. I run out of glass mid through projects. I'm like, oh no, I need more glass. And I'm running out of
What
sand
did I
as well,
find?
so I need to sand harvest soon as well.
One of the chickens seems to be getting out. And these are the ones that were in the base that I
If you
sort
run
of
out
threw.
of sand,
You are.
if you run out of sand,
Mm-hmm.
we use it as our electricity, and you can go and actually play the game next door, the mines and stuff. Okay.
We're just building because Daz is only sticking about for another 15 minutes, I think, is it?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's 2 hours now, so probably have a little bit of explore, try and get some sheep, and then come off or something. I don't know. It's supposed to be ordering takeout for another day for some Chinese.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
have.
why am I going this way? There's some sheep. There's some sheep over yonder. Window bricks. Oh, I didn't damage anything.
That's fine, it was just me breaking some glass.
Oh no, I fell.
Ah,
But that does fit the metaphor of yonder window bricks.
yeah. Tsh, what was
Ooh,
that?
Creeper. What a creep.
You pervert.
Which way? I could have swore there was some sheep somewhere. Was that sheep? Sheep. I have found sheep. Hide the dead chicken carcass because I want to give it away, but they're gonna die.
Yeah. I will
Here's,
not reveal the plan to you, chickens. I might glass this entire thing.
So they're just gonna throw bottles at people.
Yeah.
Oh, sheep. This way. It did not see me. I am invisible. I am stealth. Oh, that one did know. That one saw me. Damn it.
I am the stealth.
Stealth is I. Jump scare in Minecraft.
I doubt it.
Oh, sheep, forward out there, sheep. The bush need now.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I like the rain sound effects in Minecraft.
Hold on. There's a sheep, well out of the way. Come on, follow me. Follow me down, come on. You got this, come on. Come on, sheepy. Come on, Navidad. Gonna make a fleece out of you.
Jade, what are those over there?
And go, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Gonna take your fleece.
They're pillagers hiding from the rain.
Yes, you do not want to get close to them. They will attack, they will kill.
An
Villagers.
idea.
Oh, villages.
Pillagers. Bad villagers.
Oh.
And if you don't want to start a raid, which preferably you don't,
Mm-hmm.
you kill the banner down to do
Wait, don't fuck yet. I need to get you back. Oh, baby sheep, right.
Did you take your lead?
When does the baby sheep wander off? I'm slowly walking away with the wheat and the following. Nah. I throw a bit of wheat on the floor, will they stay near it?
I think you have to have the wheat out.
Hold on. I found another sheep. Like sheep. Oh, sheep here! I'll make some nice turtlenecks out of you. Come on. Up you go. Come on. Oh, damn it! Ring at the TV. Just die already!
Yeah.
Come on.
Why can they break that?
why?
Why not? You're gonna love my next strategy even better.
Bring the pig. Don't bring the pig. Right, get out my way.
Do we have a bucket? No.
You can't drown them if that's what
Why not?
I don't think.
because it don't work that way.
Oh. I can't drown it.
No.
Why?
Because it don't work that way.
That's shit.
Only zombies turn into drown.
Yeah, but I can drown them to kill them, can't
No.
I? Oh.
Oh! You might
Drown
be able
and
to
kill
if
'em.
you get enough water in there to
I can hear it
I
end
might
on.
need help.
Why? What have you done?
There's a zombie after me, and I'm trying to herd my sheep. Go away!
I'm coming. Give me a minute.
Ah, I don't want to lose my sheep. Don't worry.
Oh, I can't teleport anyway, can I? I don't know where you are.
Yeah,
No, I can
tower.
see. I can just see your name. Tag it back round.
I think he's a high level chicken
That is a lot of clucking chickens.
I don't for these motherfucking chickens and these motherfucking chickens. I'm just gonna fucking fill this because I can, because I want to get rid.
That baby sheep's got a massive head. Ooh, a
Those-
spider.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't. I'm not close enough. Right, 1, 2. Right, I'm missing a sheep.
One's run off, I think.
It seems that someone made another fence thing without me realising, and I just made it a very large fence section.
So we might want to go back to the base and just sleep. You can't jump over fences, can you?
Oh, when these are on, you can. But where's the other sheep?
Oh, you can with the corner. The other sheep's run off.
Around somewhere.
Could zombies get in here though?
And black and white sheep mates. Trying my hardest not to make an interaction. I guess they can. Okay.
We have so many chickens, they are escaping.
Are they escaping, or are they the ones from the treehouse that I spammed?
Probably the ones from the treehouse you spammed, actually. I forgot about that. Oh, they've spawned.
I get these boots off this guy, or what?
It's ridiculous that you can't, isn't it?
This touch might be able to. Alright, let's just go to bed. Oh. Wait, but
You can
might as well.
Can sometimes what?
Sometimes mobs do drop their items.
Ah, apparently sometimes they do.
It's not very common.
Ah.
Now they can jump on one another to get out. Sure if that was still a thing. Ooh,
That's you.
I'm on fire!
Did you walk into a skeleton that was on fire by any chance?
Last thing I want to do is jump into the chicken coop. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, burn. Deep and burn up. Axe.
Daz needs a bucket of water.
What to carry around with him?
What?
Yeah.
You need a bucket of water to carry around with you.
Huh? Why is that? Off when I'm on fire.
Yeah.
And
There we go. Not that the rest of it's finished, because I keep running
and
out
this
of
Dragon
glass.
Quest builders, where you can build
More glass next time.
all sorts of funky things, and it'll stay in one line rather than just. I'll have to. Ah, good. Box myself in. Great. Sorry. Clarification: Dragon Quest Builders has this mechanic of where if you place a block in one particular direction, it has a mechanic to keep it in that direction.
You gentlemen need to
Unlike
learn how to use
this.
tools instead of hands to hit things.
I
Hello.
I give up. I give up. Just give up. I'm using an axe and I'm being called out.
No, she's nasty, isn't she?
Alright, well I'll go get it in now because it'll be ready anyway, so yeah,
So this bit's done.
alright love. Alright then, bye.
Right. I need to.
What's the matter?
Decided they're going to try and run away. Because I decided to knock through the gate.
You what?
I'm not talking to you.
Stay there. Yeah, have one. Stay there.
Well, Brad hasn't responded since you called him out.
Since you did.
Well, yeah.
Alright, let's see what we're doing. Right, so we've got... What does it get over here? Up mix! Right, how do I kill you? Come on. We shall be put under the axe. Sheep, look away. That was quick, one shot.
Are you executing sheep?
I only did one, okay.
Which one do you want killing?
I'm not killing sheep. I was killing the chicken jumped over. Good. Guys, so... On that note, now we've got the sheep, I think it is a good time for us to end. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you all for coming by. I really appreciate all the subs and stuff like that and the follows. I do apologise once again earlier on for the silly people that dropped by. A big thank you to Tempora for the enlightening conversation. It was rather insightful. And thank you to everyone in chat as well that also commented and chatted as well. Thank you guys. I will see you sometime next week. I'm going to try for Tuesday, guys. I'm going to try for Tuesday. Hopefully Tuesday goes well. But honestly, like, guys, today has really cheered me up. I've been missing streaming quite a lot, and it's nice to just have a quick 2 hours with you guys to chat, catch up, and have a bit of a play on games and stuff like that. It's nice to know the connection is a bit more stable than it was. So I will see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I was going to raid, but I don't think I can last that long because I really need the bathroom again. But guys, thank you so much for today. Really appreciate every single one of you. I hope you check out the YouTube. There will definitely be a video going up next week. I'm going to try get it all sorted out tonight. But guys, thanks so much. Take care now.
And bye bye to my stream. Bye bye stream. Ooh, friend.